Hi, I'm Alana, and you're watching Button Bash. The creative director of Dragon Age Inquisition, Mike Laidlaw, has given away a few details about the game while responding to fans on Twitter. What a nice guy. According to Laidlaw, the game will have no DLC characters at all, unlike Dragon Age 2. Another EA-published game had the same thing recently, being Mass Effect 3, and that was a very unpopular decision. For Inquisition, though, apparently every single follower will be included in the game right at launch. While the game has mounts confirmed, apparently there are going to be rideable creatures other than the standard horse. A fan asked if we might get some dragons or griffins, but Laidlaw said there won't be any flying mounts. I understand developing appropriate physics for flying in-game must be really difficult, but man, wouldn't it just make so much sense if Dragon Age had rideable dragons? Hell, all games should have rideable dragons, and not in the lame Skyrim way. Another fan asked how the difficulty system will work in Inquisition, and Laidlaw responded by saying that the difficulties would work just as before, but the normal setting is set to be a little harder than Dragon Age 2, and I'm looking forward to that. Dragon Age Inquisition is set to release on October 7th this year.
I will die first.
During Nintendo's annual shareholders meeting, President Satoru Iwata was elected to the board of directors, despite his approval rating dropping from 92.9% in 2011 to 77.3% last year. It wouldn't have been too surprising if Iwata was voted out at this year's shareholders meeting following the approval rating issues and annual losses, but perhaps Nintendo is doing better than we think. For one, Mario Kart 8 has sold over 2 million copies since it launched in May. Sony is announcing a PlayStation 4 bundle for The Last of Us Remastered with 1080p re-release. It's currently priced at £430, which is around $730 US, and will include the console itself, The Last of Us Remastered game, and a DualShock 4 controller. Orders at a variety of local retailers in Europe only, and while this hasn't been announced at all, I'm betting the bundle will be global sooner or later. Is getting its own video game. Nickelodeon and Activision announced that the game is set to release at the end of the year on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360. The game will follow Korra, the strong-willed avatar who has control over the 4 main elements, water, air, fire, and earth. The game will also feature Korra's polar bear dog thing, Naga, which will help out in high-speed travel. It will apparently even have the animated series' popular competitive sport, Pro Bending. I actually like the Korra animated series, and I mostly like The Legend of Korra, and I think this game will be fantastic fun to play with the fighting style of an avatar. I have some really high hopes here.
you know what my shirt is made of?
Your shirt?
Yeah. Boyfriend material.
Bungie has responded to a round of complaints surrounding Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage's voice acting in the Destiny alpha. The character he plays, Ghost, is a floating device that accompanies players, and even for a piece of technology, the voice acting was criticized for being weak and lifeless. Bungie has said that Ghost lines have already been updated for beta, but they also said, funny thing about alpha builds, they're not done. Bungie has also finally responded to saying the game has a $500 million budget. The idea spread after Activision CEO Bobby Kotick said last month that Destiny was a $500 million bet, but Bungie has come out and said, including associated marketing costs and FIFA Wednesdays, it's nowhere near $500 million. Bungie's latest blog update also features all of the Sony PlayStation trophies and Xbox achievements that will be available for Destiny. For a game I haven't played yet, though, it mostly just reads like gibberish. The Destiny public beta begins for PlayStation players on July 17th, with Xbox to follow shortly after. They've also hinted at a collector's edition, but I'll keep you updated on that one. A listing has been posted for Batman Arkham Origins Complete Edition on Amazon Germany. If this game really is coming out, it'll combine Arkham Origins and all of its features, just in the same way that's happened for Arkham Asylum and Arkham City before. What's a little different here, though, is that both Asylum and City actually had re-releases as Game of the Year editions, but it's likely that Origins just didn't do well enough to even earn that title. It's easily the most buggy of all the games and actually has different development to be able to. It's also a prequel, set before Batman Arkham Asylum and the upcoming Batman. According to Amazon Germany's list, the Complete Edition will be coming to PC, PS3, and Xbox 360 on August 21st. Valiant Hearts: The Great War is a seriously beautiful puzzle adventure game set in World War I, which is actually pretty neglected in gaming. Most war games are set in World War II. Valiant Hearts, though, has a perfect reason for choosing the Great War. The game is actually based off of real letters sent between lovers, families, and friends. I played this emotional UbiArts title on the Xbox One, though it is also available on PC and on the PlayStation Network. The whole game looks like a highly stylized cartoon, but not in a childish way. It's really, really beautiful and still manages to highlight the depravity of the First World War, even with its simplicity. The story starts off in 1914 with heartbreaking, intertwining stories between various characters with vastly different but equally devastating perspectives on the war and slightly different playstyles. As you run across the 2D world, there are bombs to be avoided, barbed wires to be cut, enemies to be distracted, trenches to hide you from machine guns, and even chlorine gas. While the puzzles that really push the